All right, guys, listen up. You know I love to travel. Always on the move, exploring new places, soaking up the energy. But sometimes you stumble upon a place that just grabs you. And let me tell you, Georgia is one of those places. So buckle up because we're partnering with Signal Travel Concierge Services to bring you the ultimate guide to the Peach State. We're talking hidden gems, must-see attractions, and everything in between. From the vibrant streets of Atlanta to the peaceful beaches of Tybee Island, Georgia has something for everyone. And trust me, you're going to want to see it all. Get ready for some serious travel inspiration because we're about to dive deep into the heart of Georgia. Let's do this. First stop, Savannah. This city is like stepping into a time machine. Cobblestone streets, antebellum architecture, moss-draped oaks. It's like something out of a movie set. Seriously, you can practically hear the horse-drawn carriages. And those squares. Savannah's famous for its squares, these little green oases scattered throughout the city. Each one has its own unique vibe, its own story to tell. You can spend days just wandering from square to square, soaking up the atmosphere.
Don't even get me started on the food. We're talking Southern cooking at its finest: shrimp and grits, fried green tomatoes, peach cobbler to die for. Trust me, come hungry. Savannah is a feast for the senses. It's a place where history comes alive, where Southern hospitality reigns supreme. You just gotta experience it for yourself.
But there's another side to Savannah, a spooky side. This city has stories, man. And I'm not talking about your average ghost stories. We're talking about real deal hauntings, folks. They say Savannah is one of the most haunted cities in America. And I can see why.
You walk through those cemeteries at night, past the old mansions with their flickering gas lamps, and you can practically feel the presence of the past. If you're brave enough, take a ghost tour. You'll hear all the local legends, the chilling tales that will send shivers down your spine. Don't worry, I won't spoil it for you. Savannah is a city of contrasts. It's charming and spooky, historic and vibrant all at the same time. And that's what makes it so damn captivating.
Next up, Atlanta. Forget everything you think you know about the South, because Atlanta is in a league of its own. This city is a powerhouse, a melting pot of culture, music, and innovation. It's constantly evolving, always on the move.
We're talking world-class dining, cutting-edge art, and a music scene that's off the charts. Hip-hop, jazz, rock, you name it, Atlanta's got it all. And the energy is electric. You can feel the pulse of the city everywhere you go.
From the trendy shops and restaurants of Buckhead to the street art murals of Little Five Points, Atlanta is a visual feast. It's a city that demands to be explored. And let's not forget about the history. Atlanta played a pivotal role in the civil rights movement, and you can feel the weight of that history at places like the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park. It's a sobering reminder of how far we've come and how far we still have to go. But Atlanta's not all serious. It's also a city that knows how to have a good time. Case in point, the Georgia Aquarium. This place is incredible. We're talking whale sharks, beluga whales, giant manta rays. It's like diving into another world.
And then there's the world of Coca-Cola. Look, I know it sounds cheesy, but you can't come to Atlanta and not experience this place. It's a celebration of one of the most iconic brands in the world. Plus, you get to try Coca-Cola products from all over the globe. Sugar Rush, anyone?
Atlanta is a city of contrasts, a place where Southern charm meets big city grit. It's a city that will surprise you, challenge you, and leave you wanting more. Trust me on this one. All right, guys, we're trading in the city vibes for some serious mountain air. We're headed to Blue Ridge, Georgia, where the air is crisp and the hiking trails are calling your name.
Getting there was half the adventure. Picture this, me, crammed in the driver's seat of my trusty car, camera gear everywhere.
The drive itself is an experience, winding through incredible mountain roads. 1 minute you're surrounded by towering trees, the next you're catching glimpses of endless valleys.
And the air? It's like someone hit the refresh button on your lungs. You're breathing in pure, clean mountain air.
So, after what felt like an eternity in the car, even though it was probably only a couple of hours, we finally made it to Blue Ridge. First things first, we needed to hit the trails. We opted for one of the lesser-known paths, figured we'd avoid the crowds and get a little off the beaten track. Let me tell you, it did not disappoint. We're talking waterfalls cascading down moss-covered rocks, sunlight filtering through the trees, the kind of views that make you question if you're still on planet Earth. Honestly, I could have stayed out there all day. Just me, my camera, and the sounds of nature. It's moments like these that remind me why I do what I do. The world is full of these hidden gems, these pockets of pure beauty, and I feel incredibly lucky to be able to experience them firsthand. But hey, enough about my philosophical musings. We had a town to explore. Blue Ridge is more than just hiking trails, although those are pretty damn amazing. There's this whole charming downtown area with these cute little shops and restaurants.
Next stop, Athens, Georgia. And no, not the one in Greece. This Athens is where history, music, and Southern hospitality collide. Driving in, you feel this energy, this vibe. It's a college town, home to the University of Georgia, steeped in history with beautiful antebellum architecture.
We wandered through historic downtown, with brick sidewalks and cozy cafes, and of course, the legendary music scene, home to bands like REM and the B-52S. We enjoyed some barbecue and settled in for a night of music.
The energy in these small, intimate venues is electric. You can feel the passion, the raw talent, the sheer love for music. It's infectious, and you can't help but get swept up in the moment. We hopped from one venue to another, soaking up the diverse sounds of Athens. Indie, rock, folk, blues. This town has it all. Some of the most incredible musicians I've ever seen I stumbled upon in tiny clubs like these.
But Athens isn't just about the music. It's a town with a rich history. Athens is a town that stays with you long after you leave.
From the vibrant energy of Athens, we found ourselves drawn to the tranquil shores of Jekyll Island.
This place is like stepping back in time, a beautiful blend of natural beauty, rich history, and a pace of life that encourages you to just breathe. Driving onto Jekyll Island feels like entering a different world. Gone are the bustling cityscapes, replaced by moss-draped oaks, the salty tang of the ocean air, and the sound of waves gently lapping against the shore. It's the kind of place where you instantly feel your shoulders drop an inch.
We spent our first few hours on Jekyll Island simply exploring the beaches. Miles of pristine coastline, soft sand beneath our feet, the sun warming our faces. It was pure bliss.
We built sandcastles, or at least I attempted to. My architectural skills are questionable at best. Collected seashells and just enjoyed the serenity of it all. But Jekyll Island is more than just beaches, although those are pretty spectacular.
We spent an afternoon exploring the Jekyll Island Club National Historic Landmark District, a glimpse into the island's Gilded Age past. Grand Victorian-era cottages, manicured lawns, and stories of lavish parties and secret societies. It's like stepping straight into a history book, only way more interesting.
But for me, the real magic of Jekyll Island lies in its natural wonders. We stumbled upon this incredible stretch of beach covered in driftwood, these massive, weathered pieces of wood sculpted by the sea into intricate shapes. It was like walking into an open-air art gallery, each piece telling a story. And the best part? It's constantly changing. The tides bring in new pieces, the wind rearranges them, nature creating its own ephemeral masterpieces.
Jekyll Island is a reminder that sometimes the most incredible experiences are the ones that unfold organically. You don't need a plan, you don't need an itinerary, you just need to be open to the possibilities. All right, folks, we're on to Macon, Georgia. This place is a gold mine if you're into music history. Like, seriously, this isn't just some random town claiming to be the birthplace of whatever. Macon's got the goods.
We're talking about the Allman Brothers, Otis Redding, Little Richard Legends, all of them. They walked these streets, played these dives, and changed music forever. Can you feel that energy? It's electric.
And you know me, I can't resist a good story. The Allman Brothers, they used to live in this big pink house here, now a museum. Apparently they threw some epic parties, like legendary status parties. Makes you wish walls could talk, right?
But it's not just about the past, man. Macon's got this vibrant music scene today. You got these cool little venues popping up, young artists hustling, trying to make their mark. It's inspiring, you know? Keeps the legacy alive. Macon isn't just about music, though. This place is steeped in history. You got antebellum architecture, grand old houses with stories whispering from every goddamn porch swing. You gotta check out the Hay House. This place is like a time capsule. It's this massive Italian Renaissance revival mansion. Think ornate details, luxurious furnishings, the works. You walk in there and you're transported back to another era.
And then there's Rose Hill Cemetery. Don't let the name fool you. This place is beautiful. It's like walking through a sculpture garden, only the sculptures are, well, you know. It's peaceful, reflective, makes you think about the passage of time and all that jazz. Macon, man, it's got soul, it's got rhythm, it's got history. It's the kind of place that gets under your skin and stays with you. Trust me.
All right, let's talk beaches. Tybee Island, baby. This place is the epitome of chill. Just a short drive from Savannah, you're transported to this laid-back paradise. Palm trees swaying, ocean breeze in your hair, the smell of salt in the air. It's like a postcard come to life. And the sand. None of that rocky crap you get at some beaches. This is the soft white sand you dream about. Perfect for building sandcastles, sunbathing, you know, all the essential beach activities.
But the real star of the show? The people. Tybee Island folks are some of the friendliest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. They embody that Southern hospitality, always ready with a smile, and y'all come back now. It's the kind of place where you can just be yourself, you know? No judgment, no pretenses, just pure, unadulterated relaxation.
Now, Tybee Island isn't just about soaking up the sun. There's history here too, and it's pretty damn cool. We're talking about the Tybee Island Light Station. This thing has been standing tall since 1736. Can you believe that? It's seen it all, man. Wars, storms, changing tides. Climbing to the top is a must-do. The view from up there is insane. You can see the entire island, the ocean stretching out before you. It's breathtaking.
And then there's Fort Pulaski. This 19th century fort played a major role in the Civil War. Walking through those old brick tunnels, you can almost hear the echoes of history whispering around you. It's eerie, man, but in a cool, thought-provoking way. So, yeah, Tybee Island, beaches, history, good vibes. What more could you ask for? Augusta, Georgia. Now, most people think golf when they hear that name, right? And for good reason. The Masters Tournament, legendary. The green jacket, iconic. Every April, this place transforms into the golf capital of the world. The energy is electric, the competition fierce, and the atmosphere? Pure excitement. Even if you're not a diehard golfer, you can't help but get swept up in the hype.
But Augusta is so much more than just a one-trick pony. This city has layers, my friends, layers. It's got history, culture, and a charm that's all its own. So let's ditch the golf carts for a bit and explore, shall we?
Augusta's got this hidden gem, the Riverwalk. It's this beautiful stretch along the Savannah River, perfect for a morning jog, an afternoon stroll, or just chilling out, watching the boats go by. You've got these cool sculptures, public art installations, and these amazing views of the city skyline. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle, clear your head, and just soak in the good vibes.
And speaking of good vibes, Augusta's got a surprisingly awesome food scene. We're talking Southern comfort food with a modern twist. Think shrimp and grits, but elevated, you know? And the craft breweries? Don't even get me started. So yeah, Augusta, it's more than just golf, folks. A lot more. It's a city with a pulse, a personality, and a whole lot of heart. Yo, what's up everybody, Han here, and we're still rolling through Georgia. This next stop, it's wild. Straight out of the Black Forest, dropped into the Peach State. It's like stepping into a storybook. Cobblestone streets, classic timber frames, balconies with flowers. The vibe here is all about that European charm. It's like a little slice of Bavaria, and it's awesome.
Authentic German restaurants are everywhere. Schnitzel, bratwurst, sauerkraut, you name it. It's unexpected, charming, and worth a visit.
All right, so we've talked about the charm, the architecture, the food, but we got to talk about the main event in Helen, Oktoberfest. This is the real deal, people. Traditional music, dancing, food, and of course rivers of beer. It's a full-on celebration of German culture, and it's epic.
Imagine this. You're surrounded by people dressed in lederhosen and dirndls. Oompa bands are blasting, and the smell of bratwurst is filling the air. You're raising a stein with your friends, singing along to songs you don't understand, and just having the time of your life.
They start partying in September and keep it going all the way into November. So no matter when you visit Helen, there's a good chance you can catch some of that Oktoberfest magic. Alright, so we've done the city, we've done the mountains, we even did a little European detour, but now it's time to get wild. We're heading to Cumberland Island, Georgia, and this place is different, guys. This is nature, raw and untamed. We're talking miles of undeveloped beaches, ancient forests, and wildlife you won't see anywhere else. Forget your concrete jungles and your tourist traps, this is the real deal. Imagine this. You're walking along the beach, the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, and the only sounds you hear are the waves crashing and the birds singing. It's peaceful, it's serene, it's like stepping back in time. And the best part? You can explore it all. Hike through the maritime forests, kayak through the marshes, camp under the stars, get your hands dirty, breathe in that fresh air, and reconnect with nature. This isn't just about seeing something beautiful, it's about experiencing it. But that's not all, folks. Cumberland Island has a few more surprises up its sleeve. Stick around because we're about to meet the locals. And trust me, you won't forget them. Okay, remember how I said Cumberland Island has surprises? The island is home to wild horses. These majestic creatures roam free. And it's not just the horses. Cumberland Island is teeming with wildlife. It's also steeped in history. Native American settlements, Spanish missions, and Carnegie Estate ruins. Escape the hustle and bustle, connect with nature, and experience something unique.
And that's a wrap on our whirlwind tour of Georgia. From the cobblestone streets of Savannah to the wild horses of Cumberland Island, this state has something for everyone. I'm talking history, culture, adventure, relaxation. You name it, Georgia's got it. Listen, I know planning a trip can be overwhelming, especially with so many amazing options. That's where Signal Travel Concierge comes in. These guys are the best in the business, and they can help you plan the perfect Georgia getaway, no matter your budget or your interests. Hit them up. Tell them Casey sent you. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and explore. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next adventure. Until then, peace out.